Alright, welcome back everybody. Here's another video game pickup video. This was the J Street Video Games in Colonie Center Mall. I actually bought these games on August 30th, so almost a month ago. I got some actual really cool pickups at this store I was pretty pumped about. Mostly Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games. But let's go right on into the singular PlayStation 1 game I was able to find. It is Batman Gotham City Racer from Ubisoft Entertainment, www.ubisoft.com. Batman Gotham City Racer. Hit the streets of Gotham City with all pistons blazing as you control the sleek machines of Gotham's greatest heroes and most dreaded supervillains. Cruise as Batman, Nightwing, or Batgirl, or one of 12 criminals like the Joker, Mr. Freeze, Catwoman, and Killer Croc. Master 15 supercharged vehicles loaded with signature weapons like batarangs, laughing gas, cat claws, saws, sewage slicks, and tons more. Live Batman's world through 51 episode-based missions with real cutscenes from the TV show. Go on a crook-bustin' free-for-all in patrol mode, or start a wild crime wave as a villain and leave Batman in the dust. Go head-to-head against a friend in hero vs. villain split screen. Blaze through the urban maze of Gotham in massive 3D roaming environments and multiple angles. www.ubisoft.com. Again, from Ubisoft Entertainment. For the PS1, we have Batman Gotham City Racer. And then for the Sega Dreamcast, I've been missing this one forever. Ready to Rumble Boxing 2 from Midway. The King of the Ring is back. 23 boxers, Afro Thunder and Company return with 13 all-new characters, including 5 special celebrity characters. New Rumble modes, save up your power for a knock-em-out-of-the-ring punch. Party modes, new tournament and team battle modes for head-to-head competition for you and all your friends. New mini-games, increase your strength, speed, and agility by training with rumble pads, jump rope, speed bag, and more. Improve single-player AI, smarter, harder, and faster. Includes famed boxing announcer Michael Let's Get Ready to Rumble Buffer. So Midway, www.midway.com. Again, for the Sega Dreamcast, we have Ready to Rumble Boxing Round 2. And I'm happy I was able to pick this up. Make this smoother here. Alright, there we go. So throw that over here. Now let's get into the good stuff. I have for the Game Boy Advance, I got this pretty good condition for $5. It is Crash Bandicoot Entranced and Crash Nitro Kart. The box is a little warped over here, but other than that, it's smushed. But other than that, it's pretty cool. Only for Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS, GBA link cable, not compatible with other Game Boy systems. 1 game pack, 2 amazing adventures. You have Crash Bandicoot 2 Entranced. Crash's friends have been brainwashed by the evil Entrance. Can Crash bring them back? More than 40 action-packed levels featuring all new puzzles and enemies. And Crash Nitro Kart. It's up to Crash to outrace and outsmart the evil Emperor Velo in an intergalactic competition. Dust your opponents with devastating weapons. www.crashbandicoot.com. From Vivendi Universal Games and Vicarious Visions Incorporated, we have Crash Bandicoot double pack here for $5 from Sierra. Multiplayer games requires 1 game pack per player, and a Game Boy Advance game link cable sold separately. So you're able to grab this. Next up, not sealed, but in pretty damn good shape, from the classic NES series for the Game Boy Advance, I was able to grab Ice Climber. Only for Game Boy Advance, GBA link cable, not compatible with other Game Boy systems. Stake your claim to mountain climbing glory in the classic NES game for the Game Boy Advance. Ice Climber's treacherous mountain peaks and vertically challenging action made it a long-standing fan favorite. Now you can play the unforgettably frosty classic NES game on your Game Boy Advance. Join famed mountaineering duo Popeye and Nana on an expedition to climb the world's most challenging peaks. Leap across icy chasms, crack glacier ice with your hefty hammer, and swat dangerous snow-dwelling beasts to reach the summit. Multiplayer game requires 1 game pack and a Game Boy Advance game link cable sold separately. Again, for the Game Boy Advance, Ice Climber. Next up, for the Game Boy Advance, for $9, I was able to pick this up. Crash Bandicoot Purple, Ripto's Rampage. Link to Spyro Orange to unlock more multiplayer mayhem from Vivendi Universal Games. Only for Game Boy Advance, GBA link cable, not compatible with other Game Boy systems. Crash into Spyro's world. Crash is on Spyro's turf, and he's battling with Spyro's nemesis Ripto. Join our furry friend on his adventure through the Dragon Realms and dish out some justice, Bandicoot style. Venture through 5 amazing realms fighting alongside Spyro. Earn power-ups, Wampa Fruit, and collector cards in 25 unique mini-games. Challenge your friends in up to 17 zany multiplayer games. And you can link to Spyro Orange to unlock even more multiplayer action, characters, and collector cards. From Vicarious Visions and Vivendi Universal Games. So this is a crossover. If Crash Bandicoot's purple because Spyro's purple, guest starring Spyro, it says right here. And obviously Crash is orange, so that's why they call it Spyro Orange. Next up, I got a sealed copy. Don't really have to go over this. I'm just going to replace the one I have. This was $5 brand new. Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe from Buena Vista Games for the Game Boy Advance. Picked that up sealed. And then we go into some Game Boy Color games. Let me go right on into these. First up, we have Game & Watch Gallery 3. 5 games in 1. Compatible with Game Boy, compatible with Game Boy Color, and the link cable. So, flashback to the 80s with original and updated versions of 5 Game & Watch handheld games. Relive the birth of handheld gaming and classic Game & Watch games. Then join your favorite Nintendo characters in modern versions featuring improved play control, graphics, color, and sound. So there's Egg, catch your eggs before they hatch. Turtle Bridge, carry the packages across the turtles' backs. Greenhouse, protect your plants from the pesky pests. Mario Bros. Help Mario and Luigi keep the factory flowing. Donkey Kong Jr. Grab the key and free DK. Save and quit feature lets you stop and restart your game anytime. Battery back memory saves all your scores. Collect stars to access new features and open hidden classic games. Game & Watch Gallery 3 is a recreation of classic Nintendo games and has no timekeeping function. So the modern and classic versions, gameplay on the Game Boy Color video game system displays up to 56 colors. And the modern and classic versions here, gameplay on the Game Boy Pocket systems. So for the Game Boy Color, we have Game & Watch Gallery 3. Next up for the Game Boy Color, we have Godzilla The Series from Crave Entertainment. Compatible with Game Boy, compatible with Game Boy Color. Navigate the world's largest monster through 7 different scenarios, which include areas such as volcanic islands, underwater trenches, and the harbors of New York. 12 levels, 6 different bosses. Godzilla is the largest Game Boy character ever. Armed with a wide variety of attacks, Godzilla can claw, bite, tail whip, and even flame blast all kinds of enemies, including tanks, helicopters, aquatic mine layers, giant squids, and cyber dolphins. Fully utilizes the Game Boy Color's unique 56 color mode and is backwards compatible with any Game Boy, including the original Game Boy, Pocket Game Boy, and Super Game Boy. So here it says gameplay on the Game Boy Color video game system displays up to 56 colors, and gameplay on the Game Boy and Game Boy Pocket systems. From Crave Entertainment, www.cravegames.com. We have we have Godzilla The Series for the Game Boy Color. And now we get to some original Game Boy games. This one's pretty damn rare. And the box is not in the greatest shape, but I was able to grab it for $45. There's one on eBay right now going for about $120. But it's Popeye 2 from Activision. He'll fight to the finish because he eats his spinach. He's Popeye the Sailor Man. When Olive Oil discovers a map that leads to hidden treasure, Popeye, Olive, Sweet Pea, and the whole gang set sail on the high seas. But alas, mateys, Popeye's arch-rival Bluto isn't far behind. The dastardly villain tosses Popeye into the briny deep. It looks like curtains for our bald-headed hero, unless you can help him get the spinach that he needs to jump, climb, and smash his way to save his friends, reclaim his ship, and lead the way to the treasure. You can also play your friends in 2-player mode as Popeye vs. Bluto. So here, explore the desert island, bashing deadly sand crabs, swim through dangerous shark-infested waters. Popeye and Bluto go at it head-to-head. This game pack for use with the Game Boy Compact video game system. Again, for the Game Boy, we have Popeye 2. Next up for the Game Boy, we have Super Battle Tank from Absolute Entertainment. Duel in the desert wherever you go. Now you can take the fury of modern armored combat with you wherever you go. Super Battle Tank roars onto Game Boy. Take control of the fearsome M1A1 Battle Tank and power over the dunes to wreak havoc on the enemy. All of the M1's lethal armaments are at your command. Smoke screens, the 7.62mm machine gun, and the mighty 120mm main cannon. Realistic missions and maneuvers put you in the thick of the incendiary danger of modern armored warfare. The newest in the best-selling Super Battle Tank series. 10 action-packed missions. Battle dangerous hordes of sophisticated Soviet-made weaponry. This game pack for use with the Game Boy Compact video game system. From Distribution and Absolute, we have Super Battle Tank for the original Game Boy. Next up for the original Game Boy, we got Burger Time Deluxe from Sunsoft. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. But if you're looking for a little action, have we got the kitchen for you? A renegade band of giant mutated fast food is after Chef Peter Pepper. Led by the biggest wiener of all time, Frankenfurter, the food fiends are out to get the chef and his world-famous Giganto Burgers. It's a wild chase through 7 levels in the latest edition of the Smash Hit Burger Time series. So, have you ever been chased by a 6-foot wiener? A little blast of pepper will shake up the food fiends, send the food fiends on a burger bun ride they'll never forget. This game pack for use with the Game Boy compact video game system and Game Link for 1 or 2 player action. Again, from Sunsoft, we have Burger Time Deluxe. And then lastly, don't have to go over this because I already have it in my collection, but I grabbed it for $3. You can't really beat this. The instruction booklet inside is a little mangled, but I'm going to try to, resell this. It's a 4-in-1 fun pack for the original Game Boy from Interplay. You got backgammon, you got chess, you got Reversi, which is another name for Othello, and then you got checkers. The chess game is called Sargon Chess. So for $3, how can you go wrong? So real brief video here. As you can see, this is just the stuff I picked up from J Street Games in Colonie Center. You got some 4 original Game Boy games complete, 2 Game Boy Color games complete, and then you got 3 Game Boy Advance games complete. Well, the 4, because this is sealed, and then the Dreamcast and PS1 game. Guys, thanks for watching. We got some more got some more video game pickup videos coming at you. Again, I still have to go over all the stuff I got from the Retro Video Game Convention in Long Island. I have to go over a couple games I got in another J Street location. I have a bunch of stuff from Mr. Deals. And I also have some more stuff as well. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned. And remember, today is day 1 of Scratch Ticket Mania. So stay tuned for that later today. Sponsored by Big Fish Games. Thanks for watching, guys.